So the news that everybody is waiting for is the Bitcoin ETF approval. Now that is coming up. We're only 21 days away here. They have to make a decision before January 10th. And so we only have 3 weeks, right? And so these may be the last time that you may be able to buy Bitcoin at these prices. And so we see right now there is companies or investment firms such as Bitwise releasing commercials. They released one a couple of days ago, and they just released one a few hours ago here. And so they want you to know that they are crypto specialists. We also seen another commercial released by Hashdex as well. And so again here, this video goes through Bitcoin investment deserves a crypto focused firm. And so they know there's going to be competition out there. They know that BlackRock is going to be the biggest. And so they're going ahead and front running that. And so I think this is something to pay attention to. Otherwise, they would not be releasing these commercials if they did not have high hopes of these being, of the ETF being approved. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the overall market here. We can see that Bitcoin's trading at about $43,500 currently. In the last 7 days, it's up about 1.5%. Now we do have Ethereum down 2.7% in the last 7 days. And so we're going to be taking a look into that. Why could that be? What does it look like in the future of Ethereum? Could we see that catch up with Bitcoin? And so we're going to be taking a look at a chart that's very interesting here in just a moment. And so let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. We can see this is in between this channel here. It has been for the last few months, and so we have had a little bit of a pullback last week. Earlier today, we went just over $44,000. And so there's a lot of anticipation for the Bitcoin ETF being approved in early January. And so one thing that I want to compare here is Ethereum to Bitcoin. Now I think this is very interesting. We can see that the white chart here that I just added is Ethereum and the candles are Bitcoin. And so we can see in the past that Ethereum has always caught up with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin led the run here, and then we saw Ethereum fall a few weeks later. Same thing is happening here. We can see that Bitcoin is front running, and then we're going to see Ethereum catch up. And so this is definitely something that's going to happen. Right now, Ethereum's right around $2,200. We are going to see Ethereum push up to about $2,800 to $3,000 here over the next couple of weeks. And so this is something to pay attention to. Once that does happen, we're going to see a ton of money start flowing into smaller altcoins, which is where you're going to be able to get a 100 to 500% gain. And so you may be wondering what altcoin to invest in. Now Ethereum here, as I mentioned, I do see going from $2,200 to $3,000 over the next couple of weeks. However, there is other smaller altcoins that could possibly return 100 to 500%. And I have mentioned those in previous videos, and so make sure to check those out if interested. And so there is something to think about here. And so what has happened in every single bull cycle from 2017 and 2021, we saw Bitcoin go up, and then that money rotates into altcoins, and they all go ballistic. And so now imagine if Bitcoin goes on a historic run past $100,000 with the Bitcoin ETF, that money is eventually going to start flowing back through altcoins. It is bound to happen. It happened in 2017. It happened in 2021. I see no reason why the same thing is not going to happen here. A lot of these altcoins are more available than they were back in 2017 and 2021. And so people can easily buy some of these altcoins. And so I think there's going to be massive gains to be made in the altcoin market. That's just something to keep an eye on and keep in mind as well, especially as we see Ethereum lagging behind here. Once this catches up, we're going to see a lot of altcoins do very well. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the total altcoin market cap here as well, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is another indicator here, just showing that money is starting to flow into these smaller altcoins. Now, I do expect this start to really take off here. Right now, the current market cap is $468 billion. And so I do expect this to start pushing into this yellow zone here, which is going to be the point when a lot of money is flowing into these smaller altcoins, and then it's really start to take off, right? Whether that's Matic, Rose, Veracity, there's many different cryptocurrencies out there that have very good team, very good utility, and I think there's a lot of catalyst as well that's going to really drive those prices up. And so let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance here as well. If we look at the big picture here, back in 2017, the Bitcoin dominance was very high. We were right around 96%. Now, there wasn't many altcoins at that time. There was XRP, XOM, some of the other cryptocurrencies that are still around today. There's also cryptocurrencies that a lot of people don't talk about anymore. And then we can see back in 2021, again, we did bounce off that resistance line. We started to see dominance fall, and then this is where altcoins started to run. And so this situation may be a little bit different just because of the Bitcoin ETF. We're going to see a huge inflow of money flowing into Bitcoin. However, that money is going to transfer over to altcoins. And so there is a massive opportunity in my mind for altcoins to make huge returns. Bitcoin may do a 3x from where it is currently. However, there's altcoins that are going to do 50 to 500x. And so there's a ton of potential for that. And so that's just something to keep in mind. And so we can see as well here, Google has updated their policy to allow for ads for crypto trust in the US. This starts in January at the same time of the Bitcoin ETF. And so I believe this is coincidence here. They're definitely doing this in anticipation that the ETF is going to be approved. And so we can see already the ads being released by Bitwise. There's other ads that are going to be released. BlackRock's going to be releasing ads for their ETF because they all want a piece of the pie. So we're seeing billion-dollar companies update their policy, and we're seeing ads being released. We're seeing a lot more marketing for crypto platforms. And so we're seeing a lot of the industry start changing, a lot of people adapting, opening up to the idea of cryptocurrencies. And so I think there's going to be a ton of inflow of cash into the cryptocurrency market, right? This is one of the first assets where retail's actually able to front run, right? So we almost know it's coming. However, there's people sitting on the sidelines that maybe don't trust cryptocurrencies yet. They want to wait till the ETF's approved so they can buy it, pay their 0.1% fee or whatever it is. And so there's those people. However, there's people also buying ahead of time, possibly knowing that this is coming, right? There's only a limited number of Bitcoin. There's only 21 million that will ever exist. And so it's not like you can just go find more, right? And so we know it's a limited asset. It's the first asset pretty much in the entire history that has a limited supply. So people view gold as a limited asset. However, if the price of gold goes way up, people are going to go find more gold. They're going to find where they can mine more gold. However, with Bitcoin, that is not the case. There's 21 million. Once those are all mined, there is no more to ever exist. And so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I will be continuing to post videos on many different altcoin setups that I think will do very well throughout the bull market coming here, especially with the ETF. As more money continues to flow into altcoins, there is massive gains to be made. And so thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.